everyone, and welcome to the Cardinals Stadium for CTN's live coverage of high school football. It's the final night of the regular season, a Wednesday night under the lights, as the Cardinals host non-conference action from St. Cloud Apollo. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, Cardinals coming off of win. They would like to make it back-to-back victories on their home turf before heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, they really did. They would, actually, I should say. And talking to Coach Russ, and he said this is a game that, coming off that last win, they felt that maybe they could have scored a few more points. The margin could have been a little bigger. But this is a game they felt pretty good about getting that win over homecoming. Now coming in against the St. Cloud Apollo team that has played some pretty decent competition and just lost a game to Becker, who was undefeated by 5 points. This will be a good test for the Cardinals.
Well, and they will have to keep an eye on number 23. He is almost all of their offense. Not only is he their starting quarterback, but he also accounts for almost 70% of their rushing yards and 10 of their 12 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, you can ask what he does for the team. It's what doesn't he do for the team. He's, as you mentioned, he's their quarterback, over 1,200 yards, 10 scores through the air, 653 yards on the ground, another 10 scores. He's one of the leading tacklers on this ball club as well. And so can't make that up. So, and also he's one of their leading tacklers I mentioned. He's also the punter.
Well, and on the flip side, the Cardinals have David Jeebley back. That's big. But having a good outing from their starting quarterback last week is a big part of why they were able to eke out the victory.
Yeah, well, Coach Russell wants to open up the running game, and of course St. Cloud Apollo is knowing that. So Du Bois wants to have a good game. He wants to establish something early, maybe hit some things on the outside, get that passing game going early so they can establish the run, because that is their strength.
Well, and the Cardinals will find out what they have on defense to begin with as we're lined up and ready to kick it away. Patru, short kick, bobbled, dropped on the ground, and the Cardinals have it.
Oh, what a way to start for Coon Rapids. It's, as you mentioned, a shorter kick, but Petro not able to hold on to it and came out of his hands. Now, we've had a little rain, but I was on the field earlier, and it's not slippery. There's not a lot of condensation on the field, but what a big break for the Cardinals to get that first turnover of the game. And one of the things that Coach Michael Beeler told me for the St. Cloud Apollo Eagles, we have to win the turnover battles. You can see it just popping in and out of his hands, and it's going to fall and be recovered by the Cardinals. Great start for Coon Rapids.
Ball placed at the Apollo 36-yard line. Handoff goes to Jeebley on first down. He looks for room off the left side. Good stiff arm. And he's going to pick up about 5 before being taken out of bounds.
Coach Beeler also said, we have to keep an eye on number 3 for Coon Rapids. And he's watched film quite obviously, and he knows what David Jeebley can do. And you saw that it's not one easy tackle that's going to bring him down. He is so difficult when he's running the ball in terms of he loves to give contact.
2nd and 5. Quick pass, right side, complete to John Cummings Coleman. He's got a first down as he's tackled at the 21-yard line, a pickup of 10.
A perfect situation, perfect start for the Cardinals. They're going to try and mix up the run with a little bit quick passing game, and get number 31 involved heavily in the offense, because he's quite the athlete.
And I think, as we saw, number 24, Kingsley Freeman, also quite impressive. So to see him more involved in the lineup both tonight and into the playoffs is probably going to help the Cardinals. Here's Jeebley again. He's gone. Touchdown. 21 yards. Cardinals on the board just 3 plays into the game.
Such a good job blocking out at the edge, and David Jeebley has such good vision downfield that he's able just to kind of turn it up. And I like the play call, and I like the fact that David Jeebley follows his blockers and realizes he's got a nice crease to the end zone. A good job just sealing off that front of the defensive line for the Cardinals, and David Jeebley goes untouched into the end zone. Cardinals are on the board early.
Second time in 3 weeks, Coon Rapids has scored in the opening minute. Patru's kick is up. It is good. The Cardinals have a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, nice drive after the turnover. Got obviously a short field for Coon Rapids, but that's what they wanted to do, Joe. They wanted to start this drive, got the turnover, start this drive, and put points on the board and put pressure on St. Cloud Apollo.
Well, clearly the Cardinals went for a short kick purposefully on the opener. See all the water coming up out of the turf.
It is a little bit slippery, or a little bit water anyway, but we've had a fairly good rain here this afternoon.
So Oakley along a Saharaj. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but he's lined up in the same spot at about the 30. This time the Cardinals are going to pooch it up the middle. A bouncing ball will be scooped up at about the 23-yard line. Blake O'Hara doesn't find much room as he stopped right there, and that's where the Eagles offense will take over for the first time.
Well, good strategy. If you can get a nice bounce like that and then make a sure tackle, you start them at a relatively good spot on the field at the 23. Now we're going to get our first look at Andrew Carls.
Well, I would have
talented.
Really expected him to try and kick it right back to the same place they did last time.
Well, maybe they thought they would too as well. But
Carl's out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, keeping it all the way. He'll look for room on the outside on the left. He's got a first down and more, forced out of bounds across the 40 at the 42-yard line.
Well, he's a big young man, and you can see he's got some nice acceleration to his game. And you can see why he does so well. Look at all the accolades on his helmet. He didn't play offense last year, Joe. He was strictly a defensive player.
Marked out at the 41, a gain of 18. On the first play from scrimmage.
They have him at 6'2", 180. Looks a little taller than that, but there's movement.
Cardinals nearly jumped. It looked like I thought we're able to get back on side, but
do encroachment. Nope.
It is.
I thought I saw fall. I thought I saw movement.
5-yard penalty. Repeat for that.
Always hate to see penalties early in the game when you're the head coach pacing the sidelines looking for a win on the road.
Well, Randy Wynn, the center for Apollo, he's a very large young man. He's only stands 6'1", Joe, but he weighs 345 pounds.
Fakes the give. Carl's hitting the backfield, trying to spin away, and does. Somehow keeps moving, spins off another tackle. Gets back across the original line of scrimmage into the 42, a gain of 6.
Well, he's very difficult to bring down, obviously. He had a lot of work in that game against Becker. I think he had a little over 30 carries for 99 yards in their 5-point loss.
Put it in the stomach of mock route and then took it back and went straight up the middle. Route in the backfield with him now. Pitch goes to him. Route trying to get around the left side. He will get tripped up as he crosses the 45. They'll mark him at the 47. Leave 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, so Carl's last week against Becker, he was 12 of 30 through the air, 129 yards and 2 scores. 32 carries for 99 yards and a score on the ground.
Carls will pitch it again. Route gets to the outside, dragged out of bounds before he gets to the marker. And he's giving him a good spot as to where the ball was when it crossed the boundary, and that looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's. We'll see it again, but I think he was about a yard short when he went out. Well, St. Cloud Apollo will definitely take that spot. They'll keep this drive alive.
Into Cardinal territory at the 49. 4 receivers on the right side. That's the way that he will roll. He wants to throw. Carl's to the air, incomplete. Intended for Trevin Rohrig.
Well, Jack Hawkinson had coverage on him. He was trying to turn in front of him, but the pass was just at his feet.
Straight drop for Carls, looking to his left, waiting, now chased, wants to run. He's spun around and taken out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
Really good pursuit for the Coon Rapids defense. Just a really nice job. You know, they know too, they've got to contain what Carls does, and they want to keep him in the pocket as much as possible. You see how dangerous he is when he gets an opportunity to turn upfield. Just a good job by the defense to stretch it out and force him out the sideline.
So 3rd and 10 from the Coon Rapids 49. Carls looks to his right, throws, pass complete to Roaring, spins off of a tackle and gets extra yardage inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, a gain of 31.
Yeah, nice job, just some good protection up front and a quick throw across the middle to Roaring, I'm sorry.
Down to the 17, so make it 32 yards on the pickup, 1st and 10. Pitch goes to O'Hara. O'Hara wrapped up and stopped just inside the 15-yard line. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. Eagles not wasting a lot of time between snaps. Fake the give to O'Hara, looking for room up the middle is Carls. He's dragged down after a short gain. It'll be another 3rd down.
I think defensively the Cardinals may employ a spy kind of on Carls just to make sure they keep an eye on him and what he does and kind of go with him.
Third and 4 from the Coon Rapids 12. Rolling to his left and now throwing complete to Mock Route, and Mock Route tripped up and grabbing at his ankle.
Let's hope he's okay.
Looks like they will be just short. It'll be 4th and about a yard, but got to be concerned about their player on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, he grabbed at his ankle immediately.
This is 4-down territory all year long.
Absolutely.
Especially for a team that has not attempted a kick all season.
Yeah, well, with their running attack and especially with Carls, they've got an opportunity with his strength and his ability to gain a yard up the middle, and we'll see what they do here. But more importantly, we hope the young man on the field is okay.
A couple of carries early in the possession and then catches this pass. Stopped just shy of a 1st down and immediately grabbing his ankle, at least able to put some pressure on it, but noticeably in pain. So well, big 4th and 1 here for his Eagles teammates.
Yeah, he only had it was 32 yards rushing, 8 carries coming into the season.
He had 5 receiving touchdowns coming into tonight, and that is the team lead.
Yeah, he's got 474 yards receiving, averaging a little over 12 yards a catch. So that's a big part of their offense.
Coming up under center and drawing the Cardinals offside is Andrew Carls.
Dead ball. Encroachment, number 44, defense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate penalty for the Cardinals, and it's a difficult stop as it is, but you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to give them the free yards.
So 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Eagles trying to answer after the Cardinals' quick strike. Carls finds a room up the middle, touchdown, St. Cloud Apollo.
That's his 11th score of the season. And again, just opens up for him and makes it look relatively easy to get into the end zone. They're going to go for 2.
They have
no
not
kicks.
attempted
Yep, no, I get
a
it.
kick all season.
You can see it's pretty much untouched.
Almost too easy.
Yep.
On 1st and goal, and now the 2-point conversion attempt. Carls rolling to his right, throws complete. Rory, no, bobbled it and lost it. Incomplete, attempt no good.
That's unfortunate because he should have been able just to walk into the end zone. But he knows that he was shaking his head. He knows he should have had that. See it again. It looks like he was looking to run upfield before he had it securely in his hands.
And a nice long sustained drive. Good answer from the Eagles after the early turnover and the Cardinals' quick strike. This one took better than 3 minutes off the field and off the clock and methodically marched. There you go, 3 minutes, 24 seconds, methodically marched 78 yards to pay dirt, but come up empty on the 2-point conversion, so Coon Rapids has a 1-point lead. Abdi Abukar will handle the kickoff for St. Cloud Apollo. This is the only kicking this team does.
Yeah, well, they have to.
It's in the rules.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a kicker on your team that can actually kick the ball off. You don't have to kick extra points with field goals, but you have to kick the ball off at least once.
Taken at the 10. Walls looking for room. Got some blocks, got a hole, and makes his way all the way out close to the 40-yard line. Solid return to put the Cardinals in pretty good field position to start.
Yeah, Walls had a nice season returning kicks. See it again, does a nice job, and then he kind of was hesitated at the end there, just kind of finding where he needed to run and was able to turn it upfield.
Oh, and a penalty. It's going to cost the Cardinals.
Number 1, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Now, penalties definitely hurt you, and I know that has to not please head coach Nick Russin.
Would have been at the 40. Instead, they will start from their own 18 and now have to match St. Cloud Apollo on a healthy, sustained drive. They sprint Jeebly out. They throw him the ball in the flat on the left. Got a couple of blockers in front of him, dragging a man with him out across the 30 to the 31-yard line, a first down.
Well, nice play, and I believe that was that Blake O'Hara on the tackle, because had Blake O'Hara that was number 8, I believe.
No, you were right.
Oh, right, it was the Blake O'Hara. So had he not been able to get a hold of him, he would have taken off upfield. That was basically the last line of defense for him.
Two receivers out doing a nice job on their two blocking assignments. Rolling out is Du Bois. Wants to go long, wants Oleman, overthrown, incomplete.
Oleman had about a half a step on the defender. But as you mentioned, just a little bit too much on it.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 31. Du Bois, quick throw, right side, Cummings-Coleman. Trying to make one man miss and does, spins away from another and a third and finds his way across the stripe to another first down out to the 44. What a job after the catch by number 31.
Well, I mean, just look at the moves and the athleticism of him. He was able to stop and start quickly, and then, as you mentioned, a couple of spins to get additional yards and eventually go over the stripe and get the first down.
Well, and there were 2 DBs on that side. He had to make one man miss. Whoop, right there.
Yep.
Got by him and then everything after this that he does on his own is all kind of bonus. Here's Geebley, big bonus, blowing through a hole and getting down the sidelines. One man to beat, touchdown Coon Rapids.
Again, David Geebley is so much fun to watch. He doesn't need a lot of room, and he's the kind of runner that will not go down on first contact. And again, his acceleration is exceptional. He's able to get away from the defender.
56-yard touchdown.
Good blocking. I mean, great blocking up front, and then O'Hara's going to miss him. And once O'Hara missed him, his acceleration, no one is going to catch him before he gets into the end zone.
Well, and look who was trying to track him down at the end. It was Andrew Carls.
Yep.
Patro out to make it a 14-6 lead. Good pressure, but he got the kick up and through. It is 14-6 Coon Rapids. So 7 offensive plays, 14 points for the Cardinals.
Again, I mean, look at the blocking. I mean, they
over
cleared
100 yards in offense.
Cleared that whole side out, opened up a huge hole for him. A little bit of stiff arm at the end of that attempted tackle by O'Hara, but then David Geebley just taking it the distance.
Here I was talking about needing a sustained drive.
Who cares about sustained drives?
to answer. So
this could
they
be
did it in just over a minute. To go 82 yards.
Both their scores were quick. So you see, just 4 plays, 82 yards. It just took a minute and 16 off the clock.
Yeah, they have less than 2 minutes of ball time possession of the ball.
And 14 points.
That's
crazy.
So what is that? That one was 82 yards. The first drive was 36, so that's 118 yards on 7 plays.
It's pretty good. That does
14
really
points.
good things for your average.
If you can continue and keep that kind of pace, it would make for a fun night from this room. They go with the straight onside right up the middle and nearly were able to jump right on top of it. Patru was the one chasing it the whole way, the kicker himself. And he pressured, nearly came up with it.
You know, and I like the opportunity to take that risk, but if the risk doesn't pay off, you give them really good field position. And they have really good field position to start their next drive. But yeah, you see Patre, he did lead the charge, and he almost got there.
Yeah, Grant Rube got on top of it just in time. But, the first kick, again, they went with the short little pooch kick, and it led to a turnover. I like it. They've kicked the ball 3 different ways each time they've kicked off. Keep St. Cloud special teams off balance. Handoff goes up the middle, and O'Hara goes nowhere. Gain of a couple.
I like it, too. I definitely like the thought of it. I'm just saying if it doesn't work, you give them pretty good field position.
Well, and they also know that the main weapon of their offense just did a 100-yard sprint trying to catch up with their running back as he scored a touchdown, and now he is on the sidelines getting a breather, but no time to rest for Carls, except when he hands off to O'Hara. Another handoff right up the gut, another couple yards. It'll be 3rd down. And this is a big 3rd down for St. Cloud Apollo. I mean, you've got to give your defense a breather, although most of their defense is all in the field right now.
Yeah, well, they do have a lot of players that play both ways.
Carls passes left, pass tipped and incomplete, nearly picked off. Great anticipation by Sean Sullivan.
Yeah, Sullivan did a really nice job of breaking on the ball, and he's just going to try and throw that pass up, but he just got a hand on it. And that's going to force him to punt, and a nice 3 and out for the Cardinal defense. Yeah, I mean that's always when you play both ways and you're going in and out. It's really difficult sometimes for a player. You know, these are kids and they're in pretty good shape, but when you're playing both ways, it sometimes taxes you.
Especially if the pace of the game is exceptionally high, which the Cardinals seem to be trying to make it that way. Oh yeah, by the way, Andrew Carls also handles the punting.
Yep.
He stands just inside his own 30. Kavanaugh back awaiting the boot. Bunts with his left foot. This will bounce and Kavanaugh will get out of the way. Good roll for St. Cloud Apollo to be down at the 15-yard line.
A long field for the Cardinals here to start this drive. Already up 14-6 and still 5:23 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, they started from their 18 last time. Just a couple more yards. I mean,
yeah.
it maybe, I mean, they're biting off big chunks of yardage every time they snap the ball so far. Of course, it cannot continue at this pace. It's never happened, never will. Handoff goes to Jeebly, looking for room up the middle, met right away, spun around and then forced back. He'll gain 2.
Well, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles talked about things when the offense had the ball. We have to know where number 3 is at all times, and we have to put a couple of guys on him. Not one guy typically is going to bring him down. So you saw here a couple of tacklers from St. Cloud Apollo making sure they had a hold of David Jeebly.
Gain of 3 sets up 2nd and 7. Rolling and throwing complete to Jared Fearing. He's got a first down, cuts back, avoids a tackle, picks up a blocker, and he's out near midfield with another Cardinal first down and another big play.
Well, I tell you, the Cardinal offense so far looks really, I mean, just in the handful of plays that they've had, looks really crisp. You saw just a nice job of get that out to Fearing. Great block on the edge there.
Nice job.
Oleman.
Stepping back to avoid that. That also got Kavanaugh an opportunity to get up and give him another little block as well.
Is there a marker down? There is.
Illegal blocking back. Number 1, offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
I did not think it was in the back.
I didn't think that was a block in the back, but what do I know? I'm a homer.
So this will mark, instead of being at the 49.
Let's take another look here. Oh, that's not a block in the back at all. Back at all. Oh, that's no way. That's a block in the back.
He didn't get in front.
No, he hit him in the side.
So instead of 1st and 10 from the 49, it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 20. 2nd and 5. They'll pass it to Jeebly on the left wing. He's able to get that first down, and he fights his way to the 30.
David Jeebly's pretty good at football. I mean, again, just a nice catch, keeps it on the outside, and really doesn't stop moving his legs. You see at the end of the play, he had to make sure he held onto that ball, but gets the first down.
First and 10 from the 29. Fakes the give. Du Bois on the keeper. He's cutting across. He's spinning for extra yards. He's going to be right near the sticks, and the spots are favorable all night, both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to have the first down to the 40-yard line.
Well, and the Cards will take it quite obviously. Looked to me like he was about a yard short, but they're giving it to him.
Well, a yard short of where they marked him, definitely.
Yeah.
But he was a yard past the first down marker, so whatever the case is, guys in stripes, that's where they put him.
Absolutely.
First and 10 from the 40. Play action. Du Bois rolling out, gets it to Fearing. Fearing marked tightly and thrown to the ground by Roaring after a short gain.
You set up that give to Jeebly, and the defense has to be honest and stay with him because they don't know that he doesn't have the ball. But good reaction on the outside of the defense for St. Cloud Apollo to make sure Fearing didn't get some positive yards after catch.
Well, Roaring, one of the top receivers on the other side. He was eyes on the quarterback the whole way, knew he had to keep step and not give up the big play like the one that came back. They're going to swing it this side to Kavanaugh this time. Spins away from first contact, hit by a tree short by the name of Lewis Freeman.
A tree.
He's 6'4", 185.
He's tall.
And
plays
Kavanaugh's a little
basketball.
guy. So it'll bring up 3rd and about 2. First third down of the ball game for the Cardinals. Big play right here for the Apollo defense. Blitz coming. Pass goes to Kavanaugh on the right side. He will have the first down. Ball stripped, but out of bounds. And the Cardinals will have a first down.
Yeah, that pass came out so quickly, and Kavanaugh turned upfield. He went to the outside. Fortunately, there wasn't a player to push him out, but he looked like he had the first down if he was going to run forward, and then he went to the outside.
Trying to get behind his blocker, but fortunate the ball punched out of bounds. Cardinals with it from the St. Cloud 48. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Cardinals lead 14-6. Two boys out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Passes complete on the left side. Another to Kavanaugh. He's taken down at the 42. A gain of 6.
Again, just a quick throw by Boyd.
4 straight passes, 3 in a row to Nathan Kavanaugh.
Well, and Kavanaugh's listed on the roster at 5'5", 130. So he's quick, but if you get a hand on him, he's a little easier to bring down. But he's quick. You got to make sure you grab.
That's why Lewis Freeman looks like a tree.
Yeah, compared to him, correct.
They're going to throw to him again.
Oh, great.
Looking for a block, got it. He's going to be just short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and about a yard.
Yeah, just short. You see the quick little throw, and then turning upfield, Oleman blocking on the edge.
So 5 straight passes, 6 of the 7 plays of this drive, 6 of the 8 plays on this drive. Well, 7 of the 9 really, because one was called back on that block. But 7 of 9 plays on this drive have been passes. Took me a long time to say that. 3rd and 1 from the 39. Paulo bringing the pressure. Jeebley will dive through the line and have the first down to the 37.
Yeah, again, that's a play that you give to David Jeebley and let him move the sticks. See if they get a playoff, or
I think they let it go down to the end of the quarter here. A 14-6 lead, a fresh set of downs. Cardinals trying to make it back-to-back wins on the home turf to end the regular season. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more from the stadium after this. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Coach Nick Russin and his team in control right now. They have the ball. They have a 14-6 lead. They are set up 1st and 10 at the 38 of St. Cloud Apollo.
Yeah, they'd like to continue this drive, and their offense really, Joe, has looked pretty good. The defense, too. Defense last drive held St. Cloud to 3 and out. And, they knew coming in that we talked about with Coach Russin. They thought they had an opportunity to win by a larger margin last week than they did, and they learned some things from that. I hope they can continue to take that momentum and bring it into this game, and so far it's been good.
Well, and they have shown some very different wrinkles.
Yep.
4 straight passes to Nathan Kavanaugh on this drive. Dubois looking over the middle once. Ullman incomplete. Again, just leading him a little too much. Tyler Kafis on the coverage.
But I don't mind that play calling first down. I think that was a good call. He had plenty of protection as well. Good job up front by the offensive line. There you see the numbers for Josh Dubois. 9 of 11 for 64 yards. Pretty efficient.
Yep, and the only 2 incompletions have been the deep down the field looking for Ullman. Quick screen goes to Cummings-Coleman. He gets away from a guy at the line coming all the way back across, pushes Dubois out of the way, now gets Dubois as a blocker. And he went a long way for that 5 yards.
He really did. And he may have picked up an additional yardage had he not collided with Dubois. But yeah, I mean, we talk about his athleticism all the time and what a dynamic he adds to this offense. You're going to see as he gets to Dubois, allows the defender to come over and get a piece of him.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 34. Fearing the lone receiver on the right side, 3 guys to the left. That's the way he's throwing. This one is incomplete.
I'm not sure he was
almost intercepted by Carls.
He had 3 receivers there. I'm just not sure which one he was throwing it to. We'll take another look at it. He's got 3 receivers on that far side. And I don't know if he thought Cummings-Coleman was going to continue across the middle. Yeah, right through his arms.
Well, he's used to throwing and not catching. Correct. So now 4th and 6 for the Cardinals. Dubois drops back, pressure comes, throws over the middle. That pass is deflected and incomplete. Roaring nearly had the interception.
So they'll turn the ball over on downs.
So a big stop for St. Cloud Apollo. Still just trailing by a single score.
And that's a break for St. Cloud Apollo. It stopped that drive for Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids was looking to extend their lead. And now pretty good offense gets the ball back and you're relying on your defense. See if they can force another 3 and out.
This one's quarterback draw all the way.
It's
Carls is wrapped up and stopped after a gain of about 3, but a flag will mean they're moving backwards.
Holding, number 52 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
We certainly thank our official for wearing a microphone. There you're going to see there's the hold.
And it was behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 21 from the 23. Not how the Eagles wanted to start their series. Carl, straight drop, has time, big hole in front of him. He'll tuck it and run. And he'll scramble out of bounds about the 33-yard line, back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and about 10.
Yeah, again, just realized how much real estate he had in front of him and just stepped up to the pocket and took off. And we talked about he's averaging over 4 yards a carry. He's their leading ball carrier as well as being their quarterback that thrown for over 1,200 yards.
Marked out at the 33, 3rd and 11, or 2nd and 11. Carls, pressure coming, chased, wrapped up, and sacked back at the 26-yard line.
Well, the Cardinals have been doing a really nice job of winning that battle at the point of attack, and you saw them push that offensive line back to St. Cloud Apollo, and that time Carlson had nowhere to go. Tried to step up into the pocket, but too many black jerseys surround him to bring him to the turf. I mean, good job of staying in your lanes and staying with it and fighting off that block.
Yeah, Max Walls came on the late blitz and kind of blew it open, and then lots of help to bring him down. Carl's rolling on 3rd and long. This pass incomplete over the head of Tyler Kafis. And another strong series from the Cardinals, helped out, of course, by the hold.
That's okay because they responded and they put the pressure on. That sack was huge, and now you put them back in fourth and 19, and they're forced to punt the ball again. But you see all the Eagles on that young man's helmet, all for achievements he's accomplished.
Carl's standing just outside his zone 10. Kavanaugh is back to return. Line drive punt. Kavanaugh will let it bounce, and it'll roll out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So Coon Rapids starting with decent field position.
Well, yeah,
A lot of time left in this first half.
And again, both sides of the ball are playing well. You know, the last couple of drives for this team, who's pretty good offensively, you see by their numbers, and just limited what they've done the last 2 drives. Plus, the Cardinals get the ball back to start the second half.
Well, at this rate, we could have 3 or 4 more possessions at least.
Very possible, the way this game has gone so far.
Cummings Coleman, the man in motion from right to left. Handoff goes to Jeebly. Jeebly hit in the backfield, and not sure he was able to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they will mark him there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
At that time, good job by that defense just to plug up that middle and force Jeebly to try and go to the outside, but there were too many white jerseys there to bring him down.
Well, the Cardinals, 2 very quick drives for their touchdowns, and then a sustained drive that ended up falling short on 4th down. Bubble screen goes to Cummings Coleman, coming across and has lots of room. He's got speed. Only one who can catch him is Carls. He cuts back and leaves him in the dust. Kyjon Cummings Coleman, a 68-yard touchdown.
Wow, you talk about electric. What a play that was. And he was able to reverse field, and then all of a sudden the Jets came on, and there's a flag on the play.
2 of them.
That's a hold. Yikes. That's too bad. Take that one off the board. Unfortunate. Coach Russin looking for an explanation of where the hold was.
Block in the back.
Oh, block in the back.
Number 71 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Ouch.
It'll still be a first down.
I know, but that's a huge penalty. It wipes off a score. It wipes off an electric play.
Well, and from where they marked it off, though, there's nobody that was that far downfield to be blocked in the back, and your lineman certainly wasn't 30 yards downfield. There's no way.
Our crew in the truck said they can't even find it.
You called it on a lineman, but that lineman didn't make it 30 yards downfield until the play was in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Either way, it'll be a first down. They'll still get a nice pickup out of it, out to the 46-yard line. Dubois to throw again, incomplete. Looking for Kyjon on the left side.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Kyjon had some space too, and just a little didn't put enough on that pass.
Well, that was looked to be a very quick strike. What a play it was.
Oh, so athletic.
Handoff goes to Jeebly. Good hold to start. We've got a flag on the far side. He's out to midfield, a gain of 4.
Well, that's on Coon
but it's
Rapids.
coming back.
Yeah. Far too many penalties for Coach Russin's liking, obviously. Especially when they take a score off the board.
running back not set before the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Our officials have been getting a lot of TV time so far. That's usually not a good thing.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 from their own 41 now. And now the referees have to make sure that they're all on the same page before we start winding the clock.
Oh, they're actually calling Coach Russin over. You're talking about he's talking to one of the officials, talking to Kurt Walrath, activities director here at Coon Rapids, assistant principal.
Not sure what the complaint was. Meant motioning towards the scoreboard. See if they adjust the clock.
They're not telling him to. Okay.
All right, away we go. 2nd and 15. Du Bois drops back. Pressure comes. Trying to get away to his left, and he's tracked down for a sack. It'll be 3rd and long. Yeah, untouched around the corner was Kenneth Lee, and he was not to be denied.
Well, yeah, Kenneth Lee had a little nice burst of acceleration to track him down as well. It's like he may have going to get past him, but he couldn't outrun him.
So 3rd and 17, 3 receivers on the right for Coon Rapids. Jeebly is in the backfield with Du Bois. Du Bois will roll to his right, looking. Now wants to run, lowers his shoulder, and Freeman just easily takes him out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 10, and presumably Coon Rapids would punt.
I would think so. Good coverage downfield by the Eagles. Du Bois looking for a receiver, looking for Fearing, but Fearing actually took himself out of bounds, so it became ineligible to catch the ball.
Sullivan will punt, and guess who's doing the returning?
Mr. Everything.
Believe it or not, it's Andrew Carls.
I believe it.
Sullivan, short line drive punt. There will be no return. The Cardinals will wait for it to settle.
Took a nice roll.
And it'll be downed inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So 7:35 still to play here in the second quarter. It's still a one-score game as St. Cloud Apollo takes over from their own 19-yard line.
Michael Wheeler, head coach.
Solid drive on their opening possession. Made their way down into the end zone. Since then, a couple of punts. Carls out of the shotgun, fakes the give to O'Hara. He'll keep it up the middle. He'll get some blocks, find some room, and he's trying to stretch it the length of the field. Sullivan will track him down and force him out of bounds, but not until he reaches the Coon Rapids 32-yard line.
Well, that's what Coach Russin was talking about. He's so good with the football. And he's got for a big guy, he's got some pretty good acceleration, but Sullivan able to stay with him and make sure he didn't cross the stripe. But a big gain for Carls.
.49 yards on the carry. He'll try it again, this time a little more resistance in the middle. He stopped after 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. He is definitely not afraid to call his own number.
No, definitely not. And, well, you can see it in his stats.
Carl's rolling, pitches to O'Hara on the left side. Trying to find a corner, shut down nicely, and taken down after a very short gain. It'll be third down.
Yeah, put him in a third and long situation. Good job by the defense. Look at Logan Ness shedding a block and coming over to make the tackle.
So 3rd and 7 from the Cardinal 29. Three receivers on the right side this time for the Eagles. That's the way Carls will roll. He'll look upfield, square his shoulders, get a first down and more. Break tackles down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and he doesn't hesitate to accelerate upfield. You're going to see he's looking like he's going to maybe release the ball, and then all of a sudden he takes off upfield and picks up a lot of real estate.
17 on that carry. 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 12. Quarterback option. He tried to shake off the Cardinal attacker. That was James Kennedy, who got to him right away and at least slowed him down, and the rest of the team bring him down after a short gain. Second and 8. Quarterback draw. Carl's looking for room, is spun down at about the 7-yard line.
That's Ness again in on the play. He's been active all season long, defender for the Cardinals.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 7. Carls wants to throw, flips it out, complete. Kafis into the end zone, touchdown.
Well, the Cardinals have really kind of controlled this game time-wise, but they haven't been able to put some additional points up after that second touchdown. And the Eagles do a good job. They come down the field and they get an opportunity to get a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Plenty of time here left in the first half. You see 4:46 remaining. Cardinals will get the ball back, and of course they will get the ball back to start the second half as well.
Kafis, one of the primary targets for Carls when he does go to the air, but I believe that's the first time he's been targeted here tonight. Catches for the short score. Fumble picked up and taken in by Carls. The 2-point conversion is good, and we are tied at 14.
And again, he's so strong. He's so aware. You see it again on that 2-point where he did drop the ball, but able to pick it up and just surge forward to get across the stripe. There it is again. He's tough to bring down, and he's able to get into the end zone. Here's the score. Just a nice little throw to Kafis, and good blocking on the edge, and he's going to take it around, outrace the defender to the end zone for this touchdown. You have to be so concerned about 23 running the ball. It's a good job of getting rid of it, and that will be his 11th. He's got 11 rushing touchdowns, now 11 throwing touchdowns. Yards, 7 plays. Didn't take him very long, 2:49 off the clock.
Still plenty of time left here in the second quarter, 4:46 on the clock. Abukar to kick it away for the Eagles. He'll skip it to the back line, scooped up at the 14. Walls waits for his blocks to set up, squeezes his way through, lowers his shoulder, and makes it out to the 39-yard line.
Really, again, really nice return, and he's a smart football player. He knows, he's really aware of what's in front of him, where he is on the field, and you're going to see him kind of look down, try and make an opportunity to go to the inside, and then realizes the outside, and then getting back to the inside track as well allows him to pick up that additional yardage.
Nice job of allowing his blocks to set up, giving him that lane. He's able to find it. And good field position for the Cardinals now in a tie game late in the second quarter.
Timeout on the field.
I think they're having a little equipment issue with the down marker. They had
They shortened the chain, so it was first and
9.5.
I was going to say 8.5. All right, now we're ready to play. First and 10 from the 39. Handoff goes to Jeebley, looking for room off right tackle, and a lot of white jerseys there. He forces his way forward to the 41 for a gain of 2.
And that, I mean, again, that was all strength, getting those 2 yards. Good job defensively of just tracking down the line. You're going to see a lot of white jerseys. They know that if they can take number 3 out of the picture and try and make Coon Rapids offense a little more one-dimensional, they have a better opportunity.
Stepping back, making the throw. Again, they go to the bubble screen for Cummings Coleman. A decent pickup. It'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down, but after the electrical one that got called back.
Well, you got to make adjustments on defense, and that's what the Eagles are trying to do. I mean, you've got a couple of great playmakers in Cummings Coleman and David Jeebley. You have to be concerned about either one of them. Both have different sets skills.
3rd and 2. Handoff goes to Jeebley. Jeebley trying to bounce outside. He's got it. The first down into Eagles territory. Roaring trying to track him down, got enough to drag him out of bounds, but not before he moved the chains.
Yeah, and again, one guy is not typically going to take down David Jeebley, and he does a nice job of getting to the edge, and they usually just got a hold of his jersey and able to slow him down. But as you mentioned, not before he was able to move the chains.
5-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 48 of the Eagles. Wants the screen to Cummings Coleman. It got through the good defense. Cummings Coleman able to make his way down to the 40, a gain of 8.
I thought that was going to be intercepted.
And going
the other way.
The other way for 6.
I mean, again, just a quick throw to the outside, and I don't know how he caught that. It was good concentration. But
Grant Rube with a good read.
There's a flag.
Blocking back. Number 15 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
You know, we've seen so many positive plays wiped out by some penalties here.
Well, and from where they marked it, I mean, it's.
We'll see where they. There was a little bit of a contact in the back, but the defender turned around, and I think the emphasis was pushed from the other side. But nonetheless.
First and a lot from the 40. They hand it off to Jeebley. He's going to get up about 5. So it leaves 2nd and 17.
You know, there's plenty of time left. They'd love to be able to get a chance to get the ball back before this half is over, because they know that Coon Rapids will get it to start.
DuBois rolling to his right, throws on the run, incomplete, over the head of Ogroski down the right sideline.
And of course, that's exactly what St. Cloud Apollo wanted to see, an incomplete pass to stop the clock. Now it's 3rd down and a whole bunch. see what's in the playbook for 3rd and 17.
Well, they did convert on 4th and 16 last week.
They did.
And really, they were almost at the same spot on the field,
Right.
about 10 yards difference. Third and very long. Looking over the middle, that pass incomplete. Oleman pointing to Roaring, who is on the ground after running into him, but that is not going to draw a flag, and the Cardinals will be forced to punt.
You know, I thought that one might have been intercepted as well. So now you give him the ball. There's still plenty of time left in this first half to see if you can put an additional score on. Olin was looking for a pass interference call.
I think that's actually,
I think.
yeah, there's an awful lot of contact. Whether it was intentional or not is not the issue. Punt by Sullivan will take a great Cardinals roll, and he's going to put it down inside the 10-yard line. The yell from the sideline, don't touch it. They will eventually blow it dead, which stops the clock.
You see a minute 41 remaining. The Cardinals just want to get a stop on defense and get back into the locker room. Tied at 14. They certainly do not want to have additional points put up on the board against them.
Well, long field in front of Andrew Carls and the Eagles. They start from their own 10-yard line. Carls fakes the give, will keep it running to the right. Cuts back, has a first down and more. Finally swallowed up as he crosses the 25 to the 27. Another nice pickup.
We have an injured player on the ground for
Time out on the field for an injury. My time.
Official timeout.
And again, big chunks of yardage for the quarterback / running back for St. Cloud Apollo.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his stats are. Yeah, he's had a nice first half. 14 carries, 122 yards, and 1 score. That's not bad.
For a game.
Yeah.
For a running back.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the quarterback, and it's only a first half.
Correct. With 90 seconds left, and unfortunately for him, one of his teammates and I'm assuming offensive lineman.
Oh, they're getting him up, so that's a good sign. He's walking on his own power. That's great. I love to see that.
David Guzman, maybe a slight hint of a limp, but hopefully he'll be okay and able to return to play. Big first down, though, picked up by Carls out to the 27-yard line.
Well, tackling is going to be what's important here on this drive for Coon Rapids. They have to bring him down because they've.
Carls wants to pass, waits in the pocket, throws long, has a man incomplete just through the hands of Tyler Kafis.
Well, Kafis had plenty of room behind the defenders on that, and it just off his fingertips. Let that one go. I like the play. Did get behind the defense.
Just out of his reach. Second down. Quick pass, complete to Kafis. Looking to cut back, he slipped and fell, and it'll be a gain of a yard. Third and 9. Trying to get away from Logan Ness and took himself to the turf.
Clock continues to move under a minute. There you see the numbers on third down for the Eagles, 4 of 6.
Wait till it gets down and call a timeout.
Timeout.
First
St. Cloud
timeout
Apollo. First
used
charge
by either
timeout of the
team.
half.
Yeah, with 33 seconds left, we'll see what they draw up. 3rd and 9. I always fall for that. I'm so gullible.
Well, and if they do pick up the first down, they will have to move quickly now with 2 timeouts, and they let that clock run down all the way to 33 seconds. Not a lot of time to traverse the entire 72 yards they need. However, again, both these teams have been able to bite off some pretty big chunks at times. Rolling out, Carls pumps, now looks, now wants to run, and is taken down after a short gain. It'll be 4th and 6 from the 31, and Coon Rapids will take a timeout.
Timeout. Coon Rapids.
That time defense did
First
a good
charge
job
timeout of the half.
of just staying with them. Kendrick Dowdell doing a good job of coming up and just making sure. You can see number 55 kind of spun him around before his teammates were there to finish him off.
And we'll see if if the Cardinals are able to return it, if they get decent field position, what they try to do with those last couple of seconds allotted to their offense. It's Pink Night.
Across the way.
Breast Cancer Awareness Night.
I mean, not across the way, here on this side. Yep. Across the way, they have a few fans
that made the trip down
trip.
Highway
Yep.
10. Carl standing at his own 16-yard line. Walls is in to return this time. Good punt. Walls is going to back off, and it'll take another long St. Cloud roll. Be down just outside the 20. So both punters having pretty good games.
Yep.
And the Cardinals with 13 seconds left, I assume, will just come out and take a knee.
I would think so, especially when they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. So, I mean, had it had a little bit of a shorter field, maybe they would have thought about running a play, but.
They are set up in the victory formation. Snap, a knee, and we are going to the half tied at 14. Coon Rapids, a couple of really fast strikes to start. But the St. Cloud Apollo Eagles able to answer, get a big two-point conversion, and even the score at 14. That's how it is as we head to the locker room. We'll be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of high school football.
Welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Studio and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one, because it's an all-out sprint to the finish.
Okay. Kind of like your life.
They host Elk River on Tuesday. And Howie?
We'll be there. There you go. It's contagious.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sports Night, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. And I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do.
After quarantine, everyone was bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or a new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
by Dana and Ali Blaha. And tonight, the Cardettes will be performing to the song Nicki Minaj. Hey, let's give it up one more time to your Coon Rapids dance team! Before they leave the field, everybody a big round of applause and thank them for all their...
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things. But all of them are pure love.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, a 14-all score, and you can see the rain is coming down as we get prepared for the second half. Coon Rapids, 2 very quick strikes to start the game, but after that, their offense a little flatter. Some big penalties have cost them huge.
It's an interesting first half of play because, I thought it was going to be really a high-scoring first half, 14 points each, but either team could put any additional points on the board after that. It'll be an interesting see what second half, what Coon Rapids does on defense to adjust to Andrew Carlson, what he does on offense. That'll be, I think it'll be a thing. But before we see that, we'll get an opportunity to see the Cardinals on offense to start the second half.
Perhaps. We thought we would see St. Cloud Apollo's offense first, but the opening kickoff, a short one that's bobbled, and Coon Rapids comes up with the possession. Just 3 plays later, it's David Giebly doing what David Giebly does. A 22-yard score put the Cardinals on the board inside the first minute of play. But the Eagles fly right back, a good sustained drive from one end to the other, and roaring with a big reception right there. But it was Andrew Carls on the keeper to get them on the boards. 2-point conversion failed. Cardinals back on the attack. Their second drive, another huge David Giebly run, this time all the way to the end zone. Couple of scores, not a bad start for Mr. Giebly. But Andrew Carls has been Mr. Everything for the Eagles. He's got over 100 yards rushing. He's thrown pretty effectively, including the touchdown to Tyler Kapus. And then Carls bobbles the snap, picks it up, and carries in the 2-point conversion that tied the game.
There you see the stats, fairly even, 224 total yards of offense for the Cardinals. And they're pretty even for them, 110 yards run on the ground, 114 through the air. But look at the rushing yards in the first half for St. Cloud Apollo, 143 on the ground, most of them, just about all of them from Andrew Carls. Just 1 turnover. Well, you talked about 5 penalties for the Cardinals have hurt them in the first half.
And that, including taking an electrifying 62-yard score off the board. But can the Cardinals continue to throw the ball? Going to be a little more difficult with the precipitation in the second half. We'll kick it off after this on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Cardinal fans on their feet, and Len, the #1 fan, of course, in attendance.
Hello and welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Studio and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one, because it's an all-out sprint to the finish.
Okay. Kind of like your life.
They host Elk River on Tuesday, and Howie?
We'll be there. There you go. It's contagious.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sports Night, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. And I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do. Back at Cardinals Stadium, the rain coming down. Cardinals set to receive the second half kickoff. They have not trailed in this contest.
Now you can see the rain there. It's and we talked about it. I thought the rain was going to hold off originally. Originally, we thought it was going to be raining throughout the game, but it held off for the most part. But now we're seeing the precipitation coming in. And as you mentioned, let's see if it changes the tenor of the second half in terms of what both offenses will be able to do.
Makes it a little harder for us to see the action on the field.
We need a squeegee. You have any? You know, we can watch on the monitor.
We could.
I wonder if Josh has a squeegee in the truck that you can come up and clean the window with.
Abdi Abukar getting it set on the tee.
Well, it's interesting. The Eagles he was practicing trying to kick some field goals here before the second half started, thinking that maybe this has come down to a kick game.
Abukar with the boot. It'll bounce at the 40 or at the 38. and be taken and held onto by Jared Fearing.
Well, let's see if we see a healthy dose of David Jeebley here from Coon Rapids now that the rain is coming down, and see if they can establish the ground game again. I mean, he had a wonderful first half.
Cardinals will start from their 37. First and 10, man in motion is Fearing. Handoff goes to Jeebley, trying to find room on the right. Gets behind his blockers, has a nice gain of first down out near midfield.
Yeah, I mean, they established the run a little bit in that first half, and the defense for St. Cloud Apollo did a bit of an adjustment. Really kept Jeebley towards the end of that first half at bay for the most part. But they start with a run here, and he's able to turn it upfield for a nice gain.
And Andrew Carl's the one to bring him down. First and 10 from the 48. Handoff goes to Jeebley running left. Another nice hole, another big gain, another first down, still fighting for extra yardage.
He's
Forced to the ground finally near the 35 of St. Cloud Apollo.
There again, he's just going to accelerate to the outside. Good blocking there at the point of attack and able to open up a bit of a crease for him. And as you said, as we talked about, he does not want, his legs do not stop moving. There you see the numbers, 11 carries, 123 yards, and a couple of scores so far for number 3.
Here is carry number 12, trying to escape pressure in the backfield, still going, able to turn it into a positive.
There's a flag on the play.
Well, and I thought there was a hold in the backfield, and Oldman in a little bit of pain on the field.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Been a lot of laundry on the field tonight, especially thrown against Coon Rapids.
Looks like they're going to mark it off pretty much right from the line of scrimmage. So it'll be first and 20 from the 45. And the momentum the Cardinals were starting to build has backed up a bit. Again, due to penalties they need to avoid. First and 20. Handoff goes to Jeebley right up the gut. He breaks free and has another big gain, a first down inside the 15.
Boy, just so quick through the hole.
Back him up to first and 20. He just goes ahead and picks up 30.
Look at the block. Look at the hole he has to run through, and he just stiff arms a defender away as he continues upfield.
33 yards, first and 10 from the 12. Fake the give to Jeebley. Dubois able to shake off a tackle. He's in for a touchdown. Cardinals back in front.
I like that play call because you've got a healthy dose of number 3 that's coming at you. That time the fake, that the defense just kind of collapsed in the middle, and Dubois able to get to the outside and take it into the end zone. Nice play call there.
Critical that he shook off that arm tackle right there and just raced for the paint. Patro out to attempt the extra point. High snap, got it down, it was blocked. And guess who?
Gee.
Yep, Andrew Carls.
He does it all. Let's take another look at the TD. And, the fake give to Jeebley drew the defense inside, and as you mentioned, did a nice job of shaking off that attempted tackle. Good job there blocking just holding up your man, allowing Du Bois to get into the end zone.
Great blocking by Kaijon Cummings-Coleman, forcing Carls back into the end zone.
You know, when you're up, it's a lot better on the sideline if it's raining than when you're down. So the Cardinals do a good job of converting their first drive here in the second half, getting points on the board. 5 plays to go 64 yards in 1:42. A 13-yard touchdown run by Josh Du Bois.
And now the pressure back on St. Cloud Apollo, but we'll see if that blocked extra point comes back to be a factor in this game. I know last week, well, Friday, we saw 6 touchdowns, only 1 made extra point.
Yep, crazy.
Just goes to show how important the PAT can be.
Yes, kicking game is very important.
Second time the ball has fallen off the tee, and Jacob Kiffmeyer will come out to hold for Patchero.
Oh,
Nope, it'll be Sean Sullivan instead.
Reset the play clock to 25 seconds. Reset the play clock to 25 seconds.
Short kick headed towards the sideline, fielded at about the 32 and taken out of bounds. And that was the longest name on the roster.
Go ahead.
Luang Sarag? He's the one that bobbled the kickoff that started the ball game.
Yep.
So you can understand why he might have been a little nervous seeing that come toward him. Either way, it's 1st and 10 for St. Cloud Apollo from the 34. Carls looked once and then tried to run up the middle, now just trying to find some room, and the Cardinals just all over it, force him back for a loss. I think it was supposed to be a quarterback draw all the way because he didn't look very long, and then found out the middle was jammed, found out the right was jammed, and ends up getting spun down for a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13 from the 31.
Like the pursuit of the defense there.
Looking to air it out, has roaring passes caught, and a big first down into Cardinal territory.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first half. The receivers getting behind the Cardinal defense. That time, a nice pass from Carls. He just lofted it up there. Rings ran under it. Again, there's not a black jersey there to impede with his ability to catch the football.
34-yard pickup, 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 35. Quick pass, right side, incomplete. Looking for Kafis.
That wouldn't have been much of a gain if at all had he caught that pass. He just kind of floated that one out, a little soft floater, and allowed the defense to come over and put some pressure on him.
Wondered if it was going to affect the teams wanting to pass, and it looks like the Eagles come out wanting to throw the ball. This quick pass to Blake O'Hara will pick up about 5. It'll be 3rd down.
And again, just the quick throw to the outside. Doesn't take a long time to release the pass, and Cardinal defense getting over there as quickly as possible to prevent any additional gain. As you mentioned, 5-yard pickup.
Quick swing to the right side. Kafis cuts back, has a first down and more. He's got a blocker out in front of him as he's dragged down near the 15 after a gain of 15.
We saw a lot of that in the Cardinal playbook here in the first half. Just a quick little throw to the receiver on the outside. He steps behind the line of scrimmage and does a nice job of taking it.
A flag on the play.
I didn't see that. Take it coming back.
Well, it's a ways downfield.
Holding, offense, 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat third down.
How is their holding only a 5-yard penalty?
Let's take a look at it.
So a roaring kind of spin Logan Ness around, and I think they marched him back 10. So, but it'll set up first. Well, then how is it 1st and 5? What is happening right now?
Wait, it's third. It's third.
It
and
should
5,
be.
but it's third and
It should
10.
be.
Shouldn't it?
It is third down now on the marker.
Now the flag comes back out. They're through another flag
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
on the coach.
Head coach, Apollo, 15-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
Yeah, we saw Coach Michael Beeler. You see him there arguing with the officials. Wasn't happy with the call.
So that'll be in 3rd and 20.
He's still
instead
barking
of
at
3rd
him.
and 5.
Wild next door in the booth next to us. The party going on.
Well, it's been a bizarre game.
Yes, it has.
Very odd. A lot of big plays that have been called back from both sides now. 3rd and very long, waiting and now running is Carls. Carls has some room, chased to the outside and forced out of bounds. And tackled into the Cardinals sideline. I did not see a flag come out for
No, I
a
thought
late hit.
I thought they were going to throw one because there was kind of hit out of bounds, but I just brought
Personal
him
foul.
out.
Defense.
Yeah.
There it is.
Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's foolish.
First down. That's the 15-yard line.
I want to give somebody's birthday today. Happy birthday to head coach, wrestling coach Bob Adams. 29 years old today.
He wears it well.
He does wear it well. Happy birthday, Coach, from all of us at CTN to you, and Joe's got a cake on the way.
So after a couple of big penalties on both sides and sidelines, we have a 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Coon Rapids 15. Over the middle and no one home. Kafis in the area, but clearly not on the same page.
You can see the rain continuing to fall here at the complex. Here in Coon Rapids. That young man has had a very nice night, and it's still plenty of game left in front of him.
But his team trails 20-14, 2nd and 10 from the 15. He wants to run, looking for room left side. Look at all the black jerseys. Wes Walls stood him up, waited for help, and a very short gain.
Yeah, there you see, as you mentioned, just a swarm of black jerseys, making sure that A doesn't get the first down, and then B make sure he doesn't pick up any additional yardage by pushing him back.
On 3rd down, rolls to his right, looks, now cuts back, running all the way back to his right, trying to outrace the Cardinals. And he will get the first down inside the 5. It'll be a goal-to-goal situation.
Again, they stopped the initial opportunity there, but then he's going to reverse field. He's got plenty of real estate in front of him just to be able to pick up the first down and keep this drive going.
Ball at the 3-yard line. First and goal. Carl's looking for room, forces his way in for the touchdown. The game is tied And the Eagles could take their first lead with an extra point.
Now they're going to attempt that 2-point conversion here. Because as you talked about, they don't kick the ball.
Nope, and they're right now 50% on the 2-point conversion attempts. And my math tells me if you can convert 2-point conversions 50% or better,
you go for it.
You do it every single time.
Absolutely.
Carl's out of the shotgun as O'Hara in the backfield. This ball was snapped. He wasn't looking. Cardinals trying to capitalize. The whistle blows.
2-point conversion is no good.
That's a failed attempt.
Well, I'm surprised the whistle blew because the ball is still live.
Right. They could run it in.
I don't understand what the whistle was for.
No.
Until the ball is dead, that play should be allowed to continue, but I think at the end of the day, it still ends up as a failed PAT, and that means a tie ball game at 20-all.
This has been an interesting one, to say the least.
And not quite midway through the third quarter. As quickly as Friday night's game seemed to go, this one going the other direction.
Yeah, it's going at a snail's pace.
Penalties will do that.
Yeah.
Abukar, high end-over-end kick taken and bobbled at the 22. Cardinals pick it up while on the ground, so immediately down was Nate Kavanaugh. But at least able to secure it. Cardinals will start from their own 22-yard line.
Well, see if the Cardinals an opportunity to see if they can answer back on offense. St. Cloud Apollo able to do so after the Cardinals touchdown to start the second half.
Cummings Coleman, the man in motion. Handoff goes to Jeebly, finding some room up the middle. And it's blown dead as he gets out to the 26-yard line, a gain of 4.
And again, the Cardinals continue to feed David Jeebly the ball here in the second half, and they know that he's just a little bit of a crease away from a long score. So they're trying to see if they can free him up. And defensively, the Eagles know that, and obviously they're moving men over and watching where he's going to see if they can get at least a couple of bodies on him.
Well, a couple of scores already. One from 26, and then another one from 60. This one trying to run all the way around the team to the near side. Forced out of bounds, just shy of the first down. It'll be third down for the Cardinals.
You saw the numbers for him so far. 14 carries for 162 yards. A couple of scores. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's an all right football player.
Yeah, he's good.
I'd put him on my team.
Me too. In a heartbeat.
3rd and 2 from the 29. Cardinals shift Jeebly to the left side. They hand him off, trying to get back to the right, and he's going to be very close.
See where they place it. I think he has it.
The placements, again, have been very generous, both sides, and he's going to easily have it at the 32. He needed the 31. They're going to give him the 32, first down.
And defense knows he's getting the ball, and again, he just gets a little contact, does a really good job of just making sure he's falling forward on that first down.
So fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. DuBois out of the shotgun, 3 receivers on his left. He's going to throw that way to Cummings Coleman. Had to go up and grab it and immediately hit by Grant Rube. And he's going to be stopped for a short loss. So it'll mean 2nd and 11, and Kaijon limping a little bit, and that's...
They don't want to see that. He's trying to shake it off. He does not want to come out of this game.
Play action, DuBois looking long, wants Ogroski. Ogroski came back to it. The pass was underthrown. And Ogroski comes back to make the catch for a first down into St. Cloud Apollo territory.
And again, he made a great adjustment, realizes that pass wasn't going to make him if he continued running. Stop, coming back to it, and just making sure he made a play on the football.
And Carls, who had the coverage, was just watching him, so easily beat when Ogroski made the break back to the ball. Handoff goes to Jeebly. Jeebly dives forward for a gain of 4. Hit in the backfield by the man in motion, Cummings Coleman.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times tonight. Coleman hit DuBois earlier.
Second and 6 from the 40. Cummings Coleman in motion. Handoff goes to Jeebly. Jeebly breaks away from a tackle. He's got a first down, but a flag on the play. And it'll be coming back.
Wow, it's way too much, way too many penalties on Coon Rapids. Well, a lot of the Cardinals are pointing towards St. Cloud.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 6 of the defense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
I guess we're going to take a look at that. I guess we can see it in this highlight. Oh yeah, you can see it definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he let go, but
nonetheless,
the infraction was there, and it was a good call. And Coon Rapids going to get marched way down into Eagles territory. They're going to set them up at the 17-yard line.
Of course, Coach Beeler not happy with that.
Well, neither coach can be happy with the amount of penalties, especially we haven't seen a lot of false starts or encroachments. We've seen a couple, but those are the ones that really kill you late in the season. DuBois trying to run around the far side. He's going to gain a couple on the angle, maybe 3.
Yeah, good job of the defense just to pursue it to the outside to limit him to the 3 yards.
Good spot, make it 4. Second and 6 on the board. Cardinals threatening. DuBois rolling right, wants to keep it, looking for blocks, cuts back, gets a good gain, and is going to have a first down close to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, the smart play there, he realized he wasn't going to gain the edge, so he just cut it into the middle. You can see trying to get the edge, then realize he doesn't have it. You saw Harrow right there looking to make a play. If he had gone to the outside, but then he just made a nice adjustment, a little push off there. He picks up the first down.
It's pretty decent numbers too. Cummings Coleman in motion, handoff Jeebly. Test the right side, and the Eagles pass the test this time. He gets a couple to the 4.
82, Jimmy Freeman for the Eagles. Second, for the Cardinals, three-quarter.
Fearing shifts left to right. Handoff. Jeebly. End zone. Cardinals back in front.
David Jeebly's third touchdown of the night. Now you have to think about going for two, I think, and they are going to go for two. I mean that they have to keep up with St. Cloud Flower because they're not going to kick the football.
They are keeping the offense out there and will try for two. Have not gone for two a lot this year. Fake the give, pitch to Jeebly is dropped. He comes back, picks it up, but no way he's getting through all that white jerseys. And that is no good.
You saw the numbers for David Jeebly. We still have 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. He's got 189 yards rushing. That's pretty good.
If from what I know of the game, I would say that's a pretty good night.
I think so.
And 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, yeah. It's a wonderful, wonderful evening.
And still 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Both teams have scored. Cardinals twice in this third quarter. But it's still just a 6-point game as the Cardinals lead 26-20.
Well, both teams have found the ability to go up and down the field.
And the ball came off the tee again as Patru approached. Sullivan will keep that from happening again. They go with the short one, falling on just inside the 40-yard line. And the guy with a very long name.
Yeah, the guy. As again, he's
long. Yeah. Oakley. We're going to call him Oakley.
Oakley?
Because that's his first name. He falls on it smartly. And good field position for St. Cloud to try and answer. They'll start from their own 39. Three possessions, 3 touchdowns. Looking to pass long on first down. Sullivan
intercepted.
Caught it inbounds and gets the pick. He's come up with some huge interceptions. Oh, and it was not Sullivan.
Was that?
It's Jack Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. Yep.
In great position. I didn't think there was any way he could catch this inbounds.
Well, to me, it looked
it was underthrown to be sure.
And it looked like he was interfered with by the.
Oh, it did. He kept his feet inbounds.
Yep,
what
nice
a
job.
catch!
What a job! What a great job there. That's huge. You know, Coach Beeler talked to me about turnovers, and those are the things that he thought. Second key he talked to me is we have to win the turnover battle. Now the Cardinals.
Well, now second turnover for the Eagles, and now a bad snap, and Du Bois fell down trying to recover it, so a loss of yardage for the Cardinals. Loss of about 9 yards. Handoff goes to Jeebly. He's got another big gain. Trying to turn the corner, lowers his shoulders, has a first down out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Yeah,
a gain of 25 more.
That puts him over 200 yards on the evening. Again, just a great job of following his blockers. Realized he had a little block there at the edge, and then turns it upfield. 215 yards on the night. I believe that's 17 carries. 21 for 215.
21 carries, averaging 10 yards a carry. That's
pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good.
I might feed him the rock on a regular basis. Cardinals fumble. Dubois is able to scoop it back up, but drop for another big loss.
Well, that ball is wet, and again, it looked like the snap was good, I believe, but then it just came out of his grasp. We'll see it again. Yeah, he's trying to hand the ball off to Jeebly, and it just fell out of his hand.
5-yard loss, 2nd and 15. And a good chance this will be the last play of this, what seems to be a very long third quarter. Handoff goes to Jeebly, trying to find room around the right side. He's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and again, kind of thrown hard out of the bounds, but nothing called. Oh, now he's getting serious. Gloves are coming off. We'll see if I don't think they'll get a play off before the end of the quarter.
I don't think they'll try. I think they'll go to the break, up by 6, with a big 3rd down looming. 3rd and 10 from their own 48. It's been a wild one, and we got 12 more minutes on the other side of this break. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
After quarantine, everyone is bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or a new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
Coach Russin and the Cardinals with a 6-point lead, and they start the 4th quarter with a 3rd and 10 from their own 48-yard line. You can see how hard the rain is coming down, making the conditions quite different here in the second half.
Well, you talked about how important 3rd down this was for the Cardinals offense. They want to keep this drive going. They want to put some insurance score on the board here.
Handoff goes to Jeebly. Jeebly gets behind his blockers, gets about half of the yardage they need, and it's decision time on 4th and 5.
We have a Cardinal down. Oh, we also have an Eagle down.
Timeout on the field from injury.
I hope he's okay. We look like Cardinal, who was down, is back up. And this is a field when it's wet and slippery. This is the kind of opportunity that, you get yourself injured a little bit. As you noticed, as you said, the rain is still coming down here at the complex. Cardinals with 4th and 6. Yeah,
well, that's
good
Kenneth
to see.
Lee. I want to say that wasn't it Lee that was slow to get up earlier,
I think so.
too?
I believe so. He's had a rough night.
Now he's grabbing the elbow.
Yeah. Cardinals at 4th and 6 will have to punt the ball.
Well, both punters we talked about late in the first half having pretty spectacular games. averaging over 40 yards a punt. Sullivan has punted twice, I believe. Both have been down inside the 20. This is another beauty of a punt, and it's going to take a Cardinal roll, and he's going to put this one down inside the 5.
Yeah, Sullivan's had a really nice night. As you mentioned, both punters do, but Sullivan's had a really nice night with getting the rolls that you need. And a great job by the special teams unit for the Cardinals, able to make sure that they got it deep in their territory, make it a long field for the Eagles here to start their drive, trailing 26-20. There you see the clock. 11:15 remaining in this contest. Cardinals would like a big stop on defense if they could control this effort.
Well, and even with the rain in the second half, Andrew Karls has shown the desire to throw the ball. In this situation, how much pressure do you bring?
Well, you can't give him time, but you have to also stay in your lanes because he's so good at running up the middle. But if you can bring a little bit of pressure, maybe bring a linebacker in.
Fakes the give to O'Hara, looks for room in the middle. He's hit as he reaches the 6 and stopped there after a gain of about 3.
I mean, he's looking downfield, but he's looking to run. You can see it there, just the fake give. He's going to try and find that little bit of a crease in the defense, but good job by the Cardinals just to close it quickly, limit his effort.
They call it 5-yard gain on the clock. They can see better from in there. Karls looking for to run again, able to switch fields and get outside of first down and out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's so good. He's good, does a good job at following his blockers, and then he's able to get around the edge. And like I mentioned, for a bigger guy, he's got pretty deceptive quickness.
15-yard gain. Sets up 1st and 10 from the 23. Karls wants to throw, flips it complete to Kafis. Kafis tracked down by Logan Ness and spun down at the 30 after a gain of 7.
Yeah, this is really a good job pursuing by Logan Ness as he was able to get him and make sure he grabbed a hold of him, brought him to the ground. Unassisted tackle. Just watch 27 come in your picture and make sure he was going to bring him to the ground.
So 2nd and short for the Eagles. They'll run the option. Late pitch goes to O'Hara. He has the first down as he's tripped up across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, they have to be so concerned, and Karls waits to the last minute to get rid of the ball. Obviously enough for the Eagles to pick up another first down.
First and 10 from the 37. Fake the give. Karls wants to run. Got back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Yeah, that again, good job by the defense collapsing inside. And you're going to see Karls trying to do that run up the middle, but boy, is it Logan Ness again coming across and slowing him down.
Injury time out.
Their big center. Down on one knee, limping a little bit. I don't know if it was an ankle, but he's going to be able to walk off mostly under his own power.
Yeah, you talked about Randy Wynn earlier, just 6'1", 345.
As a big young man. He seems to be okay, not happy.
No, nobody wants to come out of a game like this, last game of the regular season.
Yeah, you're talking about Karls on their side, 22 carries, 174 yards, and 2 scores. And we talked about David Jeebley, 21 carries, 215, and 3 scores.
On 2nd and 10, Karls rolls to his right, now cuts back, looks for room, gets held up by a bunch of Cardinals. They'll give him forward progress to the 40, a gain of 3. Be 3rd and 7.
Cardinals get that big beef in the middle, and Carl's a difficult time getting any additional yardage.
It's a big third down for the Cardinal defense.
Huge. 6 of 9 on third down for the Eagles tonight. It's a pretty good percentage there.
Well, both offenses have been certainly dictating the pace of tonight's contest, pushing defenses back down the field. Rolling, throwing, pass complete. Cephas has another first down out near midfield.
Yeah, again, you have to be so concerned about what Carl's does with the football running that he was able to throw that pass to the outside. Cephas did a good job of just making sure he gathered it in and being able to move the sticks.
Mark him out at the 48. Fresh set of downs for St. Cloud Apollo. Rolling to his right. Carl's in trouble, now throws, incomplete. Just threw that one away.
That was a smart play by Carl's. He knew he was going to be taken down had he not released the football, and he just saw a spot on the field where there wasn't any defenders, and he was just able to get rid of it.
Rather see him throw it out of bounds.
Well, yeah, but
good to see him throw it away and not take the sack. And it was relatively safe.
Yeah, absolutely. There wasn't anyone around.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Obviously had to make sure he was out of the pocket before he threw it.
Carl's looks, then just takes off running to his left. That little look is enough to freeze the Cardinals defense, and he's able to pick up 7 yards.
Well, they have to respect his passing game as well. Make it 2nd and short.
Well, not as short as
third. I'm sorry, third.
Yeah,
third
it'll
and
be
short.
3rd and 4.
4.
Ish. Run the option. Pitch goes to O'Hara. O'Hara stood up. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th and a yard, maybe less.
Obviously, offense will stay out there. I'll tell you, if the Cardinals can stop him here, it'll be huge. I mean, that hit there, that was Allen, I believe.
Hunter Allen, correct.
Yep. Yeah, he was able to push him out a yard short.
4th and a yard.
23 call zone number. What do you say, Joe?
I would say good chance, and he does, and he has the first down and more. Forced out of bounds near the 35.
Oh, that.
And there's a flag on the field.
That's just a foolish call, a foolish play by Coon Rapids. He was well out of bounds. How do you, unless he slipped and went into him, but nonetheless, yeah, again, you give him.
Ball, number 29, the defense, late hit out of bounds, 15-yard penalty, first down.
The 15-yard penalty, give him all that free yards. Let's take a look at it again. He was pushed into him.
Yeah, it was actually Hunter Allen that pushed Tabla into. Either way, it ends up being a big penalty against the Cardinals, and now the Eagles set up 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 20. Throwing on first down, incomplete. Looking to the end zone for Prince Blayman.
But again, this has been a sustained drive for the Eagles. Good protection up front for Carls, but good coverage downfield by the Cardinals, not allowing him to get an opportunity to get loose for a pass.
2nd and 10. Carls will take it down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, 3rd and 4.
34 for the Eagles. Come on, Cardinal fans, make some noise. It's third down.
Third and 4, fake the give. Carl's hit immediately and struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be another 4th down, this time 4th and 4.
Yeah, this one will make it a little more difficult to get, but certainly the Cardinals defense is going to have to be stout here in this situation. Again, if they can stop them down, on downs on 4th and 4, that would be big. Watch for them to run something to the outside, and again, see if Carl's either keeps it or gets the quick pitch. We've seen them be successful before.
Carl's rolling to his right, has it tucked the whole way, just wants to race the Cardinals to the corner, cuts back, dives forward, has the first down at the 7, 1st and goal.
Yeah, he's had a workout here tonight. He gets to the outside, just tries to cut up, and again, just make sure he crosses the stripe to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and goal, it's Carl's again. This time nothing there as he tried to find room off the left side.
Have a Cardinal down on the play.
Injuries happen on the field.
Can't see who that is.
Believe this has been the longest drive time-wise and yardage-wise of the ball game. It started way back at the 3-yard line after that great Sean Sullivan punt, and that was 5.5 minutes ago of game clock.
Well, in the way this game has been played, it'll come down to the last team who can score. Of course, the Eagles still have to cross the stripe. Coach Zach Nienhaber talking to his defense, but what he wants to have them see here in this situation. And this has been it's a good bunch. Not a huge crowd here tonight because obviously the weather has been inclement, and we, with MEA weekend, maybe there's some people who are going to take opportunity to get out of town for a little bit. Nonetheless, this
well, the weather definitely turned the wrong way for anyone making vacation plans. It was 70 degrees on Monday, 75 over the weekend. And we get into the, and that's Hunter Allen that's hobbling off the field. We get to Wednesday, and it drops to 55 degrees and raining, and it's going to stay in the 50s all weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be cooler tomorrow. Well, we're glad to see Hunter Allen. At least he's going to have a little bit of help off the field, but he's able to maneuver his way there.
2nd and goal for Apollo from the 7. Carls takes position behind center. Handoff goes to O'Hara, looking for room on the right. Tracked down and stopped for little to no gain. Kendrick Dowdle was with him the whole way.
Yeah, Kendrick did not get fooled on that, as he's able to make sure he runs him down and wraps him up.
Oh, dropped him for a loss even. 3rd and goal now at the 8.
Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Seven of 12 on 3rd down for St. Cloud Apollo.
Carls chased, drops back, wants to throw, got away from Ness, throws, touchdown. Lofted it up, and Roaring found room to make the catch.
Well, again, he bought himself enough time to be able to find a receiver.
And how big is this upcoming PAT?
It's huge. He's being chased by Logan Ness, but then he's again just steps up and makes the throw, and what a great catch.
Again, an opportunity for the Eagles to take their first lead of the contest. Pitch goes to O'Hara, right side, and he flips it in the air, and it's called a touchdown. It was a little like underhanded flip, and Thomas Dew caught it, and O'Hara pays the price.
Time out on the field.
Weird
Injured.
throw, but effective, and a good extra point. Hard to say, but I mean,
I couldn't tell
where he was when he threw it, whether he was past the line of scrimmage, not according to the guys in stripes, and their opinion matters.
Let's see what. It's tough to see from that angle where he was when he threw it.
He just kind of chucked it sidearm.
Well, and there's nobody there other than his receiver.
So that will give the St. Cloud Apollo its first lead of the game here with just over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, as slim as the 2-point lead can be. I wonder if that was designed, because he never
I think it was
it or anything like he was going to throw it.
I think it was designed.
He just kind of shoveled it out there. It was odd looking but effective, and yeah, I mean, Dew was standing all alone. Will Allensbach was standing there all alone to catch it. We'll see if Abukar has as much trouble getting it to stay in that tee as Patru has. Still plenty of time for Coon Rapids to answer. I mean, they've been answering quickly. This one skipped ahead. They're going to get a short field as it's scooped up and returned out to the 43-yard line by Logan Ness.
Well, you quickly saw the stat on the drive there. 18 plays to go 96 yards. I didn't catch the time on that, but for the score. But it was a long, sustained drive by the Eagles, and they were able to convert, and then convert that 2-point play, as you mentioned, to take their first lead of the contest.
So 1st and 10 from the 43. The Cardinals begin. Handoff goes to Jeebly. He's hit in the backfield and will lose yardage.
Now this is a big offensive drive for the Cardinals. If they go 3 and out and give an opportunity right back to St. Cloud Apollo with the way they've been running the ball, and you saw that sustained drive and the clock, it could be a tough situation.
Unless by 3 and out you mean on the third play, David Jeebly runs out the back
I'd
of the
love
end
to
zone.
see it.
In trouble is Du Bois trying to direct traffic. Now we'll tuck it and run. We've got a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, it's against Coon
He
Rapids.
gained about 3.
Have way too many penalties.
Still trying to sort it out.
Holding, number 64 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
And the Cardinals making it that much harder for themselves. And there you saw a little bit of a grab and tug by Nick Espinoza. It did not go unnoticed.
It did not. Now, second and a whole bunch.
Backed up to the 28. They need so that's what, 25?
Yep.
Second and 25. They need to get to the 47 of St. Cloud Apollo And that ain't going to help too much. 2-yard gain on the run by Dubois. It'll be 3rd and very long. Dubois rolling to his right, throws, pass is complete. But this is nowhere near the kind of yardage they needed to. Ogroski at best gives them a few more yards to punt.
So now you've got plenty of time left for St. Cloud Apollo to go down and see if they can take the or at least run the clock out with three minutes remaining. They're
Cardinals
going
are going to keep the team on the field. This is 4th and about 17, so they did it last week. See if they can do it again on 4th and forever. Dubois throwing over the middle. That is incomplete. Went to the exact same look. Wanted Fearing over the middle, right at the stripe. Well defended, and the Cardinals turned it over on downs.
Yeah, and that's probably the game there. Most likely. Looked like it went in and out of his hands.
I understand hard to, you know, it was roaring there on the coverage. Hard to get the ball back if you do give it away to him with 2:46 to go. Hard
absolutely.
to get the ball out of this offense's hands. But now you put a hot offense with the ball deep in your own end.
Well, yeah, and they're just going to obviously run the ball.
They are pretty good at it.
They are really good at it.
Even when the Cardinals know it's coming, and he's going to slide down smartly inbounds. Really no gain, but he'll be able to force the Cardinals to take a timeout.
Well, and they're going to have to at this point.
Timeout. Coon Rapids.
Yeah, we'll see.
Actually lost a yard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought it was crazy to go for the 4th and long last week.
Yep.
It turned out successful. Stockhausen made a great play on a ball in traffic. They go for it on 4th and long this week. And, you know, the play was right. The pass was there, well defended, and just, you know, on a dry night, is Fearing able to grab that ball a little better, and it's not quite as slippery? Who knows? But it was a good play call. It got a receiver at the marker and got the ball to him. Just unable to come down with it. Now the defense has to try and get this ball back. 2nd and 11. Carl's out of the shotgun. Looking to run right up the middle. That's what he does. Good gain to the 31, a gain of 7.
And the Cardinals call another quick timeout.
Timeout. Coon Rapids. Second charge timeout.
So they'll have one left.
Bring up 3rd and 5. Got to come up with 2 big stops here. If St. Cloud can get the first down, it's
over.
Pretty much game over. Carl's
what a great
won't find
tackle.
Any room. Outstanding tackle by Octavian Podubny.
We have an injured Cardinal on the play as well. But look at the great play by Podubny. He's able to grab a hold of him and just use his strength to bring him down.
Injury timeout.
Cardinals use their last time. Oh, they didn't need to use his last timeout because it was injury timeout. So I think Coon Rapids may still have one timeout.
They do.
But 4th and 5 upcoming, and it all comes down to this. If the Cardinals get the stop, they have a chance.
Yeah, they do.
Timeout, Coon Rapids.
I guess they
Third
did call.
and final timeout.
They did call a timeout.
There will be a play from foul line for the Eagles from the 31-yard line.
All night we've watched, and it all comes down to this.
Three of 3 on 4th down for the Eagles.
This is 4th and 4. Carls rolling to his right, wants to throw, does. Pass complete.
It's first down.
A first down, and
that's the game.
Clock stopped as he's knocked out of bounds, but it was complete to Kafis for the first down, and they should be able to run out the clock for them.
Oh, he didn't get out of bounds. Clock is continuing to run.
And, you know, there's always hope.
It's been a weird game.
There's always hope.
There's always hope, absolutely.
But
this makes it difficult.
Timeout.
Loss here tonight.
Yep.
Really their last legitimate chance to get a victory. I mean, they're like I was going to say,
there's
always hope.
There's always hope. They're going to have a tough first round game.
But they are going to be up against a titan of a team.
Yeah. Whoever
in the
play.
First round of the play.
Yeah, whoever they play, it's going to be a challenge.
Well, and according to Coach Russin, because of the crossover in Section 6A that I had forgotten about, because we have not seen a 6A tournament in the last couple years, but because they do that crossover with another section, most likely opponents include Eden Prairie, Lakeville South, or Shakopee possibly.
And Minnetonka as well.
Minnetonka, all
according to
very
Coach
good
Russin.
teams.
Oh yeah, all very good teams.
It's awful lot of discussion to figure something out here before coming out to take a knee 3 times. Not sure what this discussion
not
is.
either.
It seems
I'm not sure what they could be discussing with the coach. They're discussing something with Coach Beeler across the way.
When again, the game is 3 kneel downs from being over.
Hey, we're underway.
There's an awful lot of discussion before a knee. Never seen such a thing. But yeah, this one's all over. The Eagles can just kneel on the ball and run out the rest of the clock. Oh, the Cardinals have one timeout left.
I thought they didn't have one.
That's what the discussion was about.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So then that puts St. Cloud Apollo in a position where they really have to get another first down in order to run out the clock. And I think that's what their coach was arguing, but they called the timeout even after the injury timeout. Is it midnight yet?
It seems like it. It's got to be close to 10, though.
We're closing in on it.
I have to get up at 5 o'clock. They know that.
It's a work night.
I know.
So Carl's out of the shotgun, wants to run up the middle and will, and he'll break free, and then he'll slide down.
Smart.
Just shy of a first down.
And now they can do a victory formation and just finish this up.
Well, but he didn't get the first down.
Well, minute 30 left. Oh, so it's third down. Okay. All right, so you'll go up the middle for a yard. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's 3rd and very short.
Yeah.
Because they mark him down where he starts the slide. He easily could have gone 2 more yards and then slid, but need that 1 yard. There it is. And he will be sacked by a group of Cardinals, and that will just mean that they can now kneel on it a couple of times.
Yeah, they will move to 4 and 4. Cardinals will follow to 2 and 6. And they will find out tomorrow where they play next to start the sections.
So they will have to take one more knee to kill the clock completely.
They're not even going to run the play.
Well, they never started the clock, so thought they were going to have to snap one more time, but that'll do it. And the faithful few who made the trip from St. Cloud for tonight's contest were rewarded with seeing their Eagles fly away with a late victory.
Yeah, they will go home happy, that is for sure. And unfortunately, the Cardinals will not have that smile on their faces.
But they trailed the whole game until that last score with 5 minutes left and the extra point on the weird play.
Weird is right.
That was flipped kind of underhandedly by Blake O'Hara and caught by Alan Spock in the end zone. And that extra point is the difference in the ball game.
That young man right there, Andrew Carls, he had a phenomenal night. David Jeebley across the way for the Cardinals had a phenomenal night.
There is no question David Jeebley showed what he can do. Over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns for the Cardinals tonight. A touchdown for Josh Dubois on the ground as well. And then as you touched on, Andrew Carls ran the ball quite effectively. He found the end zone a couple of times, including the score that evened it up at 26-all. Oh no, that was the score that put Coon Rapids up 26-20. Then Carls. And some more Carls.
It's a whole lot of Carls.
Carls ended up finding a great pass to Kafis for the score that tied it at 26. And here's the bizarre play on the extra point. I mean, it was like he was just flipping it up.
Well, yeah.
To get rid of it. Like,
you happen to have a teammate right there to get it.
And it went right to Allensbach all by himself to make the easy catch, and turns out to be the one that gives his team the victory.
Well, tough loss for the Cardinals. Like you mentioned, they were ahead most of this contest, but unfortunately couldn't get it done at the end, and they will drop to 2-5, as we mentioned, and they'll find out tomorrow where they will go on the road to take on their next opponent,
who will undoubtedly be a very strong 6A team. Next thing we have is volleyball playoffs coming up later this week. Then we'll have football playoffs coming up as well. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, St. Cloud Apollo 28, Coon Rapids 26. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.